British Society of Criminology Hate Crime Network, bringing the issues of hate crime to the forefront.
Joining us today is Dr. Abel González García, the Director of the Department of Criminology at the Distant University of Madrid, UDIMA. Dr. González García is a highly respected figure in the field, recognised with the 2018 Professional Criminologist Colleagues Award for his extensive professional and academic career. He has been a driving force in Spanish criminology for decades, playing a key role in the creation of the official criminology degree in 2003. He has also promoted the work of criminologists through collaborations with organisations like the General Secretary of Penitentiary Institutions, focusing on offender treatment programs. In addition to this, he's also worked with NGOs and the Civil Guard on crime prevention plans, particularly concerning antisocial behaviour in schools. It's a pleasure to have you joining us today, Dr. González García.
Thank you very much for the invitation. It's very pleasure for me to speak here.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. So just to start with, we're really interested from a criminological perspective, how is the concepts of a hate crime defined in Spain?
Well, in Spanish criminology, hate crime is conceptualized as an ordinary offense committed with a biased motivation. This is the most important thing. And in an additional layer of discriminatory intent targeting characteristics of the victims. These characteristics like ethnic origin, religion, sexual orientation, gender, disability, or ideology. And this definition is aligns with the Council of Euro frameworks and the definition in other countries. But I think the most important thing is the bias motivation and the motivation with this crime.
Yeah, thank you for that. It's interesting to hear the similarities with the English hate crime legislation as well. Thinking about Spain's penal code and specifically Article 22.4, it often treats bias motivation as an aggravating circumstance. So what do you think are the main strengths and weaknesses of this approach? And do you think it fully captures the unique harms of hate crime?
Yes, in Spain is an aggravating circumstance into the penal code, but I think it's a problem because we need a autonomous crime in this part, but in Spain and other countries, I think the main problem is the proof and to prove the intention of motivation of the perpetrators and other things about this problem. But in Spain, the penal code is an aggravating circumstance and in other type of crimes. For example, sexual offense and other crimes like online harassment.
Based on your research, which groups are most frequently targeted by hate crimes in Spain?
Well, the main research in Spain is in the Criminal Center for the Study and Prevention of Crime in the Miguel Hernández University. This is a very important center in Spain to research in criminology, and in this research, the groups most frequently targeted by hate crimes, according to this research, is immigrants, ethnic minorities, people of African and religious minorities, and LGBT individuals. And in the other side, the woman too is a target or a target group in this crime in Spain. But the most frequently target, I think, with this research is religious minorities and ethnic minorities like African, Morocco.
Thank you for that. So we know, like in England, that there is an underreporting of hate crime in Spain. What factors contribute most significantly to this underreporting? And what is your assessment of the true extent of this problem?
Well, the main problem, because the person who are tired, it's in irregular situation in Spain. I think this is the main problem for the underreporting, and this is the main factor. The report to authorities, fear of reprisal, lack of awareness, and different characteristics like this. But I think the most important factor in this field is the problem with the situation, administrative situation in Spain.
And how would you say the rise of online hate speech and digital platforms changed the nature, frequency, and spread of hate-motivated incidents in Spain?
Well, the cyberspace is the most important space for the criminal opportunity. In this field is the same thing. The cyberspace changes everything, and there are a lot of opportunities to crime. And in this case, the proliferation of social networks, forums, and messaging apps has accelerated the frequency and geographic spread of hate-motivated incidents. The problem is the dissemination of the speech in the cyberspace, and the big problem, I think, is this one: the social networks and the fast proliferation of this discourse of hate speech in cyberspace. I think this is the problem. I think the cyberspace is changing everything in the field of the crime.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It adds so many more difficulties to tackling hate crime. And if we think about responses, what specific support mechanisms and resources are available for victims of hate crime in Spain? And I guess secondary, are these resources adequate to addressing the unique psychological and social impact of this type of victimization?
I think the problem, I said before, the problem is the underreporting. And when the people report this crime in Spain, I think is adequate research. For example, a specialized police unit, psychological counseling, legal aid, and support of different community organizations. I think the challenge is the underreporting. And when you report this crime, you have a lot of research for this in Spain. I think this is not the problem, and we have a central unit into the home office in Spain to research and specialize police units and the education of these police units into the home office. And I think this is important, but the problem is the under-reporting and to fight to under-reporting.
If we look a little bit at Spain's response, so the Spanish government's second action plan, 2022 to 2024, aimed at providing specialised training to police and judicial staff to improve their recognition of and response to hate crimes. Do you think this initiative has proven to be successful?
Yes, this second national action plan focusing police training, I think this is an important thing, but the most important thing is unified data collection and awareness campaign. This is the real impact of the second national action plan, because the rates of resolution of crime is around 72%. In 2024, I think this goal is for the second national action plan, and the training of police is it working? And I think it's a good thing. And we have the new third action plan, 2025 to 2028, this year, with the victim center assistance and digital prevention, because the cyberspace is important. And in this third action plan, we have digital prevention issues and other technological innovation with these national contact points and integrate early warning algorithms. We are working with the artificial intelligence in this for detection of to know what happened in social media and other place of internet.
You spoke a little bit about the third action plan there and how it's going to help the investigation and prosecution of offenders. But how will this new plan also specifically improve the long-term psychological and social support available to victims and their families?
Yes, with this victim center assistance to families, but I think in this field the action of different community organizations and the collaboration between authorities and this organization is important. But I think in this third plane there is no clear this collaboration with other organizations, and I think will be most important in this field.
To tackle hate speech in football, the Spanish Observatory of Racism and Xenophobia, alongside La Liga, introduced the Advanced Monitoring System FARO in March of this year. Can you tell our listeners what FARO is and how it works?
FARO is an artificial intelligence-based monitoring system that tracks hate speech on platforms like Facebook, X, TikTok, and YouTube in real time. This is the important thing. In real time, it functions as a trusted flyer, automatically notifying platforms and authorities for the action. And I think this is important. But you can see is La Liga. Is the organization of football league, and I think this is most important because this hate speech into the sports and into the football, and this program FARO is an initiative for the Liga Foundation.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting and good to hear how they're trying to tackle it within football. Yeah. In your professional opinion, what is the single most important policy or legislative change Spain could implement right now to improve the situation regarding hate crime?
Well, if we are going to speak about the future and what we need in this field, and the priority measure, it would be the creation of one-stop hybrid reporting and assistance system, connecting police and other organizations, like community organizations. I think in this crime, the notification and the report of crime is very important, and we need to collaborate in different areas all together. And authorities and other organizations. This system should allow victims to report safely, and this is important, even anonymously, and document digital evidence, because the importance of cyberspace is clear, and receive immediate psychosocial assistance. You detect this problem, and you have an immediate psychosocial assistance and trigger institutional coordination automatically. I think maybe this is the most important thing, because we have the technology, we have FARO to detect that problem, and I think the next step is the collaboration and maybe the creation one-stop hybrid reporting and assistance system. I think must be important to fight to this crime and the assistance of victims. This is the importance, the assistance of victims, I think.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Dr. González. Your expertise and clarity on the legislation and the impact of hate speech in Spain have been incredibly insightful to both Rachel and I, and I'm sure to all our listeners. So thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure speaking with you and getting a different perspective.
No, I say thanks to you for the invitation and to speak about the criminology in Spain and the problem of hate speech in Spain and hate crime in Spain. It's a pleasure for me.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been great to learn more about it in a country beyond England as well, which sometimes I think our listeners maybe focus on. I think it's important to see the commonalities and differences in other countries as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for listening today. We encourage you to continue the discussion by visiting the British Society of Criminology Hate Crime Network website, or you can find us on our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn and Blue Sky, where you can find resources, publications and information on upcoming events.